And I'm over here. Okay. There you go. Anyway, hi, yeah. So before we get back into it, I just wanted to just point something out. The game actually keeps track of which story you were last playing. If you're since like, because when you power it back on, it'll actually if the last game that you or if the last game you played was future redeemed, it'll actually start here instead of the other title screen, which makes things a lot more convenient actually. Yeah, let's get going. Let's get started on this, or keep going. Let's get started on continuing this journey. We
15 years ago feels like a dream now. Like it was an eternity away. You might never have to use those again.
Now, wouldn't that be amazing? The Queen of Keves, though, she's still not free.
What, you think our fight's still not over? Can't things stay like this?
The soldiers, they're still fighting. Right at this moment.
Personally, if things could just stay this way, I'd be happy.
You serious? If Granddad could hear you, he'd lay you out flat.
Yeah, I know what he'd say. The soldiers are the roots from which we grew. But still, we are who we are, right? And them and the Mobius, they're a whole different story. No reason we can't coexist.
Nah, don't give me that. Come on.
There's no need to fight if we just stay out of each other's way. It's worked out fine for the past 15 years. I guess for you, it's all or nothing, huh?
Huh?
Those children are everything to me, you know? What choice have I got?
Huh.
Leave it to Uncle Rex. I'll show him a thing goes free.
You okay?
Yeah.
Can you stand? Nico, ready to fight? You too, Glim. Hop, hop. There'll be time for thinking later. For now, it's down to brass tacks.
Okay. Oh. Anchor shot. No good. Double to the head.
No hold far.
I have it! This is the move!
No hold far.
I have it!
We're not doing any double any damage to Mobius.
More of that!
Focus your attack! Good!
Focus on
But how?
Have at you!
No hard far!
No good!
More of that!
Use it all!
More of that!
No good!
How do you like that?
Plenty in the tank. Let's go for the big one. That's it. Let's get it done. Go with your gut, eh?
okay, reduces enemy physical defense by 25%. Percentage
I was mulling this one over.
reduces attacker and CR action by 50%.
What about something like this?
Heals all allies with 30% HP and grants them regeneration. Okay, this is actually.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so start with this. Okay.
Good way to start a party.
I don't think we did the break on that guy. On that item. Okay,
Let's try it like this.
there's the break.
Here I go.
Could we try this one out? Here's what I would do. Let me offer some wisdom. Let's give it a try.
So, we should probably alright, good.
Let's begin.
I've been waiting for this. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Don't think it over the second. One hand you got hit.
Could we try this one out?
God. One additional character required.
I was mulling this one over.
Whose plan do we choose?
How do you think this would go?
Could we try this one out?
Whose plan do we choose?
You can trust me on this.
Oh well, right now.
Good way to start a party.
Is it off? Not quite.
You're not
Oh,
getting
wait,
away.
never mind.
How do you like that?
Take this!
I see it.
This is the move! How about you?
How do you like that? Very thoughtful of you.
This is the move! Take this!
I'm brimming with joy.
High aggro, high aggro.
He's still holding on.
actually doing damage.
How do you like that?
More of that!
To me! Don't look away!
Still holding on. No way to hold back.
The time is now!
I'm ready to follow you up. How did this happen?
There we go. All right. Oh, this song.
I get it. So that's his game, is it? I'll take the one on the left. Schultz, you take the right.
Sure thing.
And as for you, kiddo,
Eh? Wait, who you calling kiddo?
you take out the Mobius. All in sync.
What? In sync?
Let's go.
Hey! The hell? I better hop to it then.
Oh, Bye.
Phew.
He gave us a hard time.
Nice timing there, Rex. Thanks for that.
Everyone knows the real hero steps up in the third act. Still, something's off here.
Double the flame clock.
But no soldiers inside.
There has to be more to it, boss.
I've heard a rumor about how one of the Mobius likes to create all kinds of experimental flame clocks.
Blinker, mind looking into that for me?
I can do that. I'll dispatch a platoon. We'll see if they can get a handle on it.
Lovely. All right, so... who's this then?
City refugee, it seems.
Well, that explains the Ouroboros power. And this soldier. Who released him? My day keeps getting better. To business. Tell me, Shulk, how'd Mobius get the jump on you?
'Cause of her.
We'd meant to protect her, but she went and gave away our position.
Hang on. You wanted to get back to your friends, huh? Even if it meant getting us all killed.
No!
Don't try to play the innocent with me. You were well aware of the consequences. But you decided to ignore that inconvenient fact.
Enough. Stop!
Hmm?
I am not letting the enemy get into my head! Manners! I didn't ask for any of this! It was almost time for my homecoming! My comrades and I, we made it all this way! I fought! So snuffing hard!
Listen, two things. First of all, that there was your enemy. And second, let it go. Your friends are gone.
Whoa.
So... what's the plan from here, then? It's pretty clear you're not our enemies from the way stuff's panning out, but it's all a bit right?
Don't give me that. Obviously, we're teaming up. Hey, matey?
Dylan! Mate! You were alive!
That was about my reaction, too. Glad you're still with us, Matt.
I'll set us up some tents. We can all debrief each other there.
Ah, now we're talking. Haven't slept under shelter for yonks.
First light, we'll make a start for our base. If it's all right with you, I'd feel a lot safer if we traveled together.
I don't really mind. What do you think? All right, then.
Great to hear.
So, what's this base thing? And who are you guys? Feeling kinda lost here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it on the way. It's not like we're in any rush.
Right. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Fine, then.
Great.
Oh, hey. So, about these liberators, what do you guys even do?
The Liberators are a resistance faction that Rex and I founded to fight back against Mobius.
Oh.
So you've been fighting them too?
Yeah. Our goal is to free the world, to return it to how it's supposed to be. But right now, we have another immediate objective.
What's that then?
There are many people, ones from the city like you and Dylan, or soldiers freed from the clots. We rescue them, keep them from harm. Working towards that is currently the Liberators' primary concern. At its founding, we only had a scant few members in addition to Rex and myself. But in time, the people we helped offered us their help in return, and our numbers have swelled considerably.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, but you'll see soon enough. There's our temporary camp now. Well, we made it. We should be safe here for the time being. You can use that tent over there. We've had it set up especially for you.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Phew! Be a nice change to finally get to Kip under a roof.
Look, everyone here knows what's what. Nobody's gonna bully you or anything.
Gee, thanks. Very reassuring. Not.
All right, break it up now. How about we grab a bite and unwind, eh? Don't need you running around hangry.
I'm not really hungry.
Try to get some rest. We'll take the guard shifts.
We'll be departing for base in the morning. Don't go the whole night without sleep.
Noted. All right then. We'll see you later.
That was harsh, boss.
Hmm?
You didn't have to talk to her like that. Not cool.
Tell me something I don't know.
You don't want her with us, is that it? I'm sure she'd see sense if you just gave her a chance. What's the problem? Is it because it feels too close to home?
You always have to be right on the mark. Very well spotted, though, Linka.
I knew it the moment I saw her. She looks like them. Exactly.
I know, right? Someday I knew it'd happen, but not exactly the best timing, is it?
It's the same deal with him, you know.
What, Shulk? Really?
Really, really. Panacea said she had a hunch.
Strike me. I guess we're bound by fate. Like it was meant to be.
Nice gear you've got. The joints move without a hitch. And listen to the purr of that motor.
It's just a tool for destruction, death. Nothing to be praised.
Good point.
Oh,
Whoa. That's an Equities pulse driver assembly. No wonder it's so pleasing to the ear. And melded with the cylinder. Perfect soldering technique.
hey, stop that.
Did you make it yourself?
Yeah? Well,
I've always liked tinkering with machines as well. I can't help myself. Earlier, you tried to help us, right? Using this. A tool is merely a tool. It does as the user chooses. Wouldn't you agree? Be it to kill others, or to help them.
your arm.
A war wound, from way back when. Then Riku here made me this one, but...
But, what please? Manner of expression seemed pointed.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's not bad at all. Just a little squeaky.
That's same as saying bad. Riku had to make from hodgepodge material. Do not nitpick.
Hey, would you mind if I take a look? Thought so. Here, you're missing a shim between these bits. That'll be why it creaks. Hang on, I should have one here somewhere.
What? I won't run away again. Not as if there's anywhere left to run.
I think it was good, what happened.
Huh?
Fighting against you.
I don't understand.
If we hadn't fought, we wouldn't be here now, like this.
Here isn't exactly a sparking picnic.
People would bully me,
What?
'cause I can't summon a blade. Makes me kinda useless. But all those bullies, they're dead now.
Yeah? Well, good for you. Bet that's a weight off you.
Someone like me. How'd I survive? Nobody else did. But now, I can make something of myself. That's how it feels. Honestly, just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Nicole.
Another thing I'm happy about. Back then, I'm glad I didn't have to kill you.
You have got to be joking. A little squirt like you could never take me down.
That day, we became friends.
You're an idiot. Wow.
Oi, oi. Lovely morning today. Perfect weather.
Wrong. This cloud cover practically guarantees rain.
Morning, everyone.
Hello?
Whoa! Did I just hear a hello from you? What next? A rain of brogs?
Plain rain's bad enough.
Damn, if I didn't know better, I'd think you were warming up to me.
I was forgetting the real idiot among us.
Oh.
There you go. It's cool. This is progress.
Okay, I'm warming up. I'm warming up very much.
Morning, all. Feeling refreshed and ready to take on the world?
Yeah, thanks to you guys. Haven't slept this well in ages.
Don't mention it. It's going to be quite a trek to our base, though.
Yeah, speaking of, where is this base of yours exactly?
Once we climb that cliff and follow the road, you'll be able to see for yourself.
Oh, sweet. Can't wait to see what it's like. How about you, Glimmer?
Not interested.
Still being a sulk, eh?
I'm a little curious, I think.
Yeah, atta boy, Nicole. See that, Glimmer? You could stand to learn from this one.
Can someone shut this guy up?
He'll grow on you.
We have some refugees from the city, by the way, back at base. You should let them know you're fine once we've arrived. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Thanks.
All right, we all done with the banter? This road's not going to walk itself.
Yeah, let's make tracks.
We can now customize your Unity pairings. To do so, go. Wait, what? Combination of characters you choose will affect their Unity skill, and if it configures their Unity combo, try. What? Wait.
We mustn't neglect our bonds of affinity.
Wait, what? Okay, Unity. Unity setup. For the first Unity pairing, try pairing up Matthew and Nick. Oh my goodness! I was wondering about this.
I'll follow your lead then.
Think you can take me?
Try pairing up A and Rex.
Gently now, Rex.
And the last pairing of the two pairs that might get paired to like a
Two heads are better than one.
You can now confirm the three chosen Unity pairings. Once you've looked them over, select confirm. Okay. Okay, interesting. So there's a... Oh, wow. So every single character... So everyone has, like, so there's a... So everyone has 5... Like, everyone can team up with... Oh my goodness. Cool. Recharge for other character specials is shown by the circles left and above of the active character. You can press VL, X, Y, or B to order the special character. The other characters that they're special.
Guess we can expect monsters en route. Better stick close together.
Thanks for that. There's strength in numbers.
Go back to video. Pretty good. relax. He's just oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a dork.
How shall I go about improving this?
Okay, so we still need two shining Eluk antlers.
Okay, it's all backed up.
Let's make ourselves more presentable.
Right then.
Let's skedaddle.
Let's have it then.
Battle manual, tactics manual, and strategy manuals all belong to the type of accessory. They all have abilities to chain attack. They go in their own special slot and change the effect of the completion bonus and heroic chain. There are also more potent than the default, so don't forget to take it with them. Bear in mind that you cannot own multiple copies of the same accessory, so have fun experimenting with all the possibilities for the future as well.
Most uncommon.
Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at the accessories. Multiplies TP by 150 when first in line to attack. Okay, well. Okay, so I only have one so far, but okay, interesting.
No such thing as over-accessorizing. Increase attack by 20. Let's go ahead and heal Cleaver now. Okay. Master Driver. Oh.
matter what, like, no matter which game I play, I still get amazed by the surroundings.
You smell nice. Guess I won't see you for a while.
Come and visit.
Yeah, I will, I promise.
I want to hear you play again.
Without a piano, Tricky?
Then bring one with you.
We'll all miss you guys.
It's been a long time coming. Place is full up.
Don't forget to call us, soon as you arrive.
Yeah. A second city. We'll make it greater than you can ever imagine.
Them's fighting words.
Nael! Remember your promise.
I have no idea what, like, there's still so many questions I have, but they generally keep running.
What is that? Some sort of tower?
Huh? It is like a tower. Alright, let's see if we can
I'm going in. You lot watch my back.
I'm ready.
Wait, what? Wait,
It's me you want.
wait,
Very
what
thoughtful of you.
the, wait, what the heck?
I know I can count on you. We can take it from here.
Wait a minute.
Good going!
I'll be your opponent.
But nice. Thanks the bully.
Where are ya?
I'm trying to take the, I'm trying.
That's right. Eyes on me.
Incredibly precise.
Blitz punch.
Heavy rush.
Double spinning edge.
Thank you. Whirlwind. Illusory bloom.
Revolt uppercut.
Double spinning edge.
Where are ya?
Let's go with the punches.
Eyes on me.
Your fighting spirit burns bright.
Gotcha. Ready for the big one.
Let's show us what we've got.
Double spinning edge.
You weren't playing around. Where are ya? My turn.
Let's send them packing. Heavy rush.
Light feet.
Mighty strike.
Where are ya?
Alright. I don't know if we're like... Wait, what? Wait a minute. What the heck? This...
I'm going in.
What?
You don't watch my back.
Blade or no, I can beat it out with the best of them.
Mighty strike. I'll be your opponent. I'm feeling full of bees. I feel the power. Is that all you got?
Go on, praise us some more.
Whirlwind! Illusory bloom! Top off! It's me you want!
I'm feeling full of bees.
Good one!
Heavy rush. Break.
Double spinning edge.
They thought this would slow us down.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Are we in Colony 9?
All right, give me your best shot.
I think we'll do just fine.
Illusory blow!
Mighty strike! I'll be your opponent. I'm feeling full of beans.
Right. That takes care of that.
This was basically what I predicted.
What's up, Rex?
Got us another way forward.
Go. Wait, whatever you say, Rex.
I can take the mantle.
Cylinder time. Get out of our way!
Blade or no, I can dish it out with the best of them.
Kneel!
It's me you want!
Very thoughtful of
Revolt uppercut!
you. Where are ya?
Mighty strike!
Time to go for the throat.
Double spinning edge!
Break!
A deadly duet.
Right. That takes care of that.
Go on, praise us some more.
This feels like a bad idea.
Get out of our way.
Yes, we will not be stopped here.
First strike to me.
I've got you covered! It's me you want!
Very thoughtful of you. Pretty much a perfect win.
The outcome was patently obvious.
Hey, these are
Is that
rad.
it?
Yo, what?
Yeah, you can see it now. We're getting close.
Tephra Hill?
Huh.
It literally is. Oh my gosh.
Huh. Huh.
It's like coming back home.
I can guide us.
Like my own homecoming.
It's a valuable resource.
Well, can't quite use that.
Ah! That was higher than I'd thought. Are we ready for this?
Blade or no, I can dish it out with the best of them. Whirlwind! It's me you want!
Nico, attaboy!
Gotcha!
Revolt
You're
uppercut!
right in the Enemypedia.
I could have done that one-handed.
But it's just like it was.
A most uncommon item.
It's older than it was. It definitely looks like it's seen better days, but this place definitely that's done by how. There's wait. Oh.
This it?
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations. All the city survivors we find, we keep safe here.
It's definitely
Well then, once again, welcome. To our headquarters. To Colony 9.
Huh? Colony 9? Like the one from Kevis?
No, not that one. This is the original Colony 9. Though I guess that won't mean anything to you one way or another.
I don't get it.
Well, anyway, Point is, it's not like a Kavesi or Agnian colony. That's all you need to know right now.
Okay.
I'll go on ahead to the command center and have your quarters prepared. If you'll excuse me.
Right. See you around then, Matthew. Let's have a proper catch-up once things are settled down a bit.
Will do. Cheers.
Right, so let's see how the gang's doing. We can give you a little tour along the way.
Yes, that's a good idea. Panacea, can I ask you to take point?
Right, you heard the man. Try to keep up. Most of our liberated troops live here, in Colony 9. It isn't luxurious, not by any stretch of the imagination, but thanks to our tight-knit community, we're able to eke out something of a living here.
This network of mutual aid and support is the only proof you need to tell you the society's functioning.
And there's the colony's central square.
The big ether light is a landmark.
The plaza's kind of the heart of Colony 9. Anything you're looking for, you can more or less find it here, be it extra supplies or a quick bite to eat.
Wow, it's pretty bustling. Reminds me of the city.
Well then, would you like to take a little look around?
Is that okay?
We're not in a hurry or anything. You go and have your stroll.
I'll be waiting for you over there, past the plaza. Speak to me when you're done browsing.
Alright then, don't mind if we do. Let's go have a shufti, guys.
Yes. Sure.
Who else?
Front and center.
After progressing to chapter 4 story. Okay. It's just like. Oh.
You alright, Shulk?
Yeah. This house is where a friend of mine used to live once. He taught me a great many things. From swordsmanship to life advice. Truly, he was incredible.
Wow.
This the mentor you used to tell me about? I wish I'd gotten to meet him as well. Where? Was it your mentor or your brother-in-law?
Oh no, he was... well, I mean... yes, I suppose, but...
Huh?
What? Wait, what? So, does that confirm it? Or does that just make things even more confusing? Oh, it's
A most uncommon item.
affinity growth up on here. It's a relic. Was it your mentor or your brother-in-law? Oh my goodness. Here.
Let me blaze us a trail. This may prove worthwhile. Oh, I felt that. What should we pick up?
We'll find better. We'll find better stuff. Living life Alright, wait, well, I think so, but most of the dudes are just civilians, really, so yeah. So, any volunteers will more than happy to let you in. After they get proper training, that is.
I got their name.
Gee. Man, it's a big celebration whenever we get, like, add more to the community. So far, the damaged ladders are broken down elevators outside the company. You can repair them right there on the spot if you need to. You should get to go. Yeah, happens. Nick was doing that for us already. I'm a dab hand at leaders. Of course you wouldn't need my advice. Well, never mind then. Sorry to waste your time. I'm sorry,
I never forget a face.
What's the deal with you selling instruments out here? Seems like a weird place for that kind of business. All part of the trade, my boy. I have a little nothing as well. Take a look if you're interested.
I never forget a face.
Stay cool, Nicole.
Close. Are you two free from a plain fuck as well? That's right, I take it you were too. I used to be in a different region, so I was free. Lived in the city for a while as well. Now I help out the locals with, well, whatever I can. That being said, I'm still in the
I'll remember that name. Nice! A new face!
Well, we're able to make ourselves bread and torpedo wraps now somehow, but people are going to tire of this real fast. Is it better? Better than not having to do it at all, right? I thought it was just bread, honestly. Lazy bones. Oh, you're gonna get your 5 a day like that. Proper candy set up.
That's a new one.
I can take point.
Time flies when you're having fun.
You know, now that it's a bit of a boy killers. Sounds like not. Yep, there's a colony. Walk around that way. There's a nice little park where you can get a really nice view of the landscape. Outlet Park. Oh, you don't say. Well, I'm going to pay a visit later. Yeah, totally should.
Let's maintain good relations.
Hopefully there's no, there's nothing above us now. Like, there's no, yeah, so I guess debris, like, there won't be any debris.
Smells so appetizing.
Everyone's bonkers about the bread here. It's freshly baked round the clock.
Wow.
They're drying clothes.
I like the domestic vibes here. Makes the place feel like home.
Yeah, like especially for these like for little soldier kids here, they probably be more amazed by the mundane stuff.
Got a rare one. Score.
I wonder what's inside.
Plane. Oh, Lucille. Hello. Frightening as the armies of Kevis and Agnes may be, they're also a vital source of resources for us. Resources? How come? They give us the opportunity to capture their Levnesses and repurpose their parts for our army. If the Levness is still in good stead, we may even be able to repair it and use it for ourselves. So those gates went right. I see, just like the city did.
Let's make a note of the name.
Okay. I think we've done just basically enough, or as much as I possibly could. I do need to use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. And we're back. Alright. Let's see what's past out for right now. Okay, fine.
You all done then?
What did they say now?
Sorry. I think there's something I wanted to check first.
Fine then, off you go. But don't take too long.
Hey, did you know that a crazy ton of ancient relics get washed up around this place? Some of this stuff's supposed to be mega valuable, so I've been sifting through it all, but it's kind of dull to be honest. And like, most of it is just pure junk anyway. What's up with that? It's such a scam.
I never forget a face.
Huh. It's risky wandering into enemy territory or monster hunting where you might get mocked. Considering your alternatives in those cases, you could circumvent the area, or you could even fall back. Very true. I hope you're taking notes here, Matthew. Yeah, no charging out. Keep that in mind. You're just bad to say.
Noted them down.
Follow my lead.
Okay, fine.
You all done then?
Yeah.
Sure. Sorry you had to wait.
Okay, then let's move swiftly on. Follow me.
The city folks I saw actually look pretty happy to be here, huh? It's good to see.
They're our fellow liberators now, after all. It's only natural we'd support one another.
Ah, well, thanks for that. I mean it, thank you.
Hey, having more helping hands is pretty welcome from our side, too.
Where's Rex is back
Hey,
there.
I'm seeing these tents all over the place. You got some proper buildings here. Wouldn't it make more sense to live inside those?
You'd think, but they're falling apart inside. We've got a policy to avoid living somewhere that might cave in on you.
Still, feels like a waste.
Yeah.
Oh, that contraption.
It's a gem crafting furnace. Pretty antique one.
Yeah, it's been out of commission for ages. At this point, it's pretty much just scrap.
Oh, I see.
Classic.
Right, this is where I leave you.
Oh, so this is the command center? Place where we met Daedra.
This is the command center. It's where the captains convene, where we plan our strategies and manage affairs. The nerve center of the Liberators, you could say.
Well met, everyone. I'm happy to inform you that quarters have been arranged for Matthew and his associates.
Great. Cheers for that.
Allow me to show you the way.
Thanks, that'd be great.
Huh?
What? Never seen a field?
No. Those guys, they're Kavesi and Agnian soldiers, aren't they?
They were. Teacher and the others freed them.
Whoa. What in the... Doesn't look like they died in combat. All the husks around here are whipped thin.
You think they starved?
Maybe.
With this much wildlife around, though?
Most things around these parts are poisonous. Not really edible.
Well, there's castle supplies. Don't they get those?
You think they got raided, maybe?
Doubt it. Enemies would have mopped them up. No sign of blade wounds. For whatever reason, intentional or not, these people were abandoned.
Local fauna aside, with this much fresh water, they could have easily farmed. There's so many ways they could have kept themselves alive.
Thing is, though, fighting's all these guys know.
Yeah, but...
You know they're not like us. Nobody taught them what could be.
It's not as simple as plant some seeds, wait for the harvest. We're teaching them the ins and outs, as you can see. We're showing them there's more to life than battle.
You didn't do this in the city.
No. We did do that stuff. We did, but...
What
Hmm?
do you mean? Wait, what are you... Matthew, what's up?
Then show me already! This world of peace where nobody has to die. Make it come true.
Huh? Hmm?
The tents we've set up for you are further up along this road. So thoughts, impressions?
I'm liking the atmosphere. Just right for settling down.
There's so many people, and it's so busy. It's worlds different from our colonies.
For now, anyway. We'll be glad of your hospitality.
Is that right? And these will be your tents. Feel free to use all the facilities here at your leisure.
We'll make the most of it. Thanks for everything.
It's all right. All in a day's work.
All right, then. It's a bit early to turn in still. So what say we have a little nose around?
Ah, that reminds me. Riku said he had some business with you. Would you mind stopping by his place later?
What?
Huh? Who's Riku again?
Oh, right. You've not met him yet, Matthew.
He's a Noppon mechanic working with us Liberators. Quite a skilled one at that.
Huh. If you say so. So, where's he at?
I told you before about the man who was like a mentor to me, who had a home here. Riku's commandeered it lately. I hear he wants to establish his own workshop there.
A workshop?
Oh, that tickled your fancy, did it, Nicole?
Yeah. I really want to check out his setup. Can we go now?
Sure thing, kid. Let's go and say hi before we bunk down.
Yeah. Alright, scenario quest. Okay, so... Feature redeem people and places where a quest will occur will be marked with an icon. The icon will be visible on both the area map and the mini-map. Any city survivors you rescue will move to Colony 9. Oh! If you happen to spot them there, stop by and say hello. You may discover survivors even in places you have previously visited, so be sure to show. Cool.
Awesome.
Time for a break, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just. Can everyone get up to 19? Yeah, I'm just bothered by the uneven, like, experience. By the uneven experience bars.
These fists just keep hitting harder. All right, let's hit the road. Ha! 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 Ha!
Okay, so just. I was hoping you would say alley-oop. When food is scarce, one may till the soil and plant with ashes. That's what was written in the textbook, but I never honestly thought I'd see the approach being applied. That's because Kevis and Agnes always got their supplies from the castles, right? In principle, yes, with some rare exceptions. I'll just have to get used to this new mindset of self-sustenance.
Nice! A new face!
Request board. What's this? A notice board? Yeah, a request board to be more precise. Whenever people in Colony 9 have a request, they post it here. Right. Let's have a nosy then. I lost my wedding ring somewhere in Colony 9. If my wife finds out I'm dead, please I beg you someone This sounds this sounds oddly familiar. Lost property case, eh? What else have we got? I see a couple of hunting missions. I saw a school of Chronicles swimming around in Colony 9's town square. Please take them out so we can have fresh fish to eat. I think a rare kind of shooks is nesting in the Netflix cave. I'd love to get my hands on it for science, because someone defeat it. So any problem too big for any one person to get resolved communally? That's like too big for any one person to get resolved communally. That's cooperation for you. Exactly. We've been pitch it in too from time to time. If you're aboard, you could do the same. I will for sure. We gotta help one another for these uncertain times. Okay. Lost and found wedding ring. Chronicles. And shooks. What's wrong, Gloomy Guts? I went outside the colony. Want to get chased around by monsters. Thought it was camouflaged quite well too. Some enemies that can prey through means other than just sight. Only just by sight, I presume that's where you plan to your pop out. I didn't know, trust me. Well, we came in unscathed this time, but take care for now.
I got their name.
Who else?
Ether Master designed to scan a wide area around them and gather data. Activating one has a number of benefits that may even point you toward nearby resources. Be sure to use one of the next opportunity. Shulker's really a master of his craft, making those incredible devices. Things really helped us sweep through the area and fortify positions, as you see. What's up? Guess I ain't your leader for nothing.
This person was...
Oh my goodness, this whole place is so... It just...
Hey, these are rare.
It feels like home. It feels so... It's just... Like, this was where the Squeeze King... Where King Squeeze would be at night. Storage area.
I'll have that.
container. Ooh, pure gemstone. We can now make another gem. The supplies are dwindling. We may have to start tightening our belts soon. Don't panic, we can go scouting with the Liberators. They'll work out somehow.
This is pretty rare, right?
So, okay. Is the wedding ring in the same place? Ah! It's not, okay, it's not hidden in the, or it's not lost in the same spot. Friends finally come! Riku was tired of waiting! Riku, nice to meet you. I'm Matthew. We heard from Shulk you're setting up a workshop in here. Correct. However, as friends can see, there are nothing here as of yet. Riku cannot handle everything by herself, that I request help with setting up a workshop space. Once workshop ready, we will be able to use equipment to improve weapons. So there's something in it for friends also. Upgrading weapons, eh? Oh, that's music to my ear. Welcome proposition for us too. Anything to improve the Liberator's military capabilities. What can we do to help fundamentally? There's two tasks Riku have in mind. Firstly, one to ask to collect Bravamantine at Exile Fortress Ruins. Bravamantine, you use that to make the workshop furnace, right? Precisely, yes. Very astute friend, Nicole. Is that some kind of rare material then? It's not rare to find if nowhere to look, but knowing place to look, that hard of issue. Exile Fortress Ruin is territory of Ignis, so it cannot simply waltz inside. I hear ya, so that's where we come in. If we're to collect this material, we'll have to make sure we're adequately prepared. Okay, so what's the other thing? Friends must also find Hammer of Riku. Huh? That's it? From Riku's point of view, this part takes prime importance. Without it, can be no talk of upgrade weapons. But when returning to Colony 9 before, I get mixed up with other goods and not been seen since. If you say it was with the other goods, then it might still be the storage area. We gotta sift through all that stuff. That'll be a job and a half. Well then, it seems prudent to leave that job for later. Right, so first we'll find the Bravamantine, and then after that, Riku's hammer. Thank you in advance for helping in both matters. Riku will stay here and continue prep work.
I got their name.
Alrighty then. Oh jeez. Thinking in advance. But there's, I know we're supposed to go that way, but there's still so much I want to. There's still some things I want to explore around here.
Just follow me!
Alright, keep up!
But for some reason it just feels like Matthew's faster, but I know that can't be the case. Okay, actually, what's up here? Oh. Yes, I touched the little bustle. Bustly place.
I can take the mantle.
Follow my lead. Show us your secrets.
Ha! Who else?
Ah. Okay. So that's why they don't use the original place, because the original place for the
It was supposed to be here, I think.
Ruined Town Square.
What's this? Oh, a couple of armories!
Armories? You mean those Levnis-looking things?
Yeah, they're the city's mobile assault vehicles. They're fitted with a pretty nifty cloaking device.
We got our hands on these particular bad boys after some Mobius lackeys shot them down.
Sadly, the impact of the crash caused significant damage to several systems.
Seriously? Is that why they're still in pieces?
Can't you fix them?
We've been trying, but they've been giving us some trouble.
Oh. Oh, hello, Shulk. Rex, nice of you to stop by. And a hearty hello to you too. Are you? You're looking very industrious. How's progress on the project? Progress? Well, it's there's no issues with the basic locomotion. It's just a bit jerky, but it's still just a bit jerky. Oh, Sis. Who's Sis? That's Chief to the left of you. Yes, sorry, I got myself Chief. Don't think I've had the honor of meeting your newest companions yet, or have I? Sorry, I've got a lot going on. I'm Lucille, mechanic for the Liberators. You've already met my reedy little brother Hamill. Pleasure. No siblings, indeed. Pleasure's all mine. So the vibe I've been getting is that you're the one who built this. Yeah, you got it one. It's just a prototype, but we've been trying to improve the basic design of the operant. Shulk and Riku did the groundwork for us, but it wasn't really cost-effective to manufacture at scale. So I tried to make it smaller, which also made it more maneuverable. Okay, but with this kind of size, I don't see how you have enough room for the pilot to fit inside. I thought so too, but there's actually a little hidden gimmick to this machine. I'm listening. To put it simply, this little toy soldier comes equipped for autonomous operation. It makes decisions by itself and can act independently, just like a human would. Whoa, no jokes. We're calling it automaton. Calling it an automaton. If we manage to perfect it, it would go a long way towards solving our manpower shortage. Lucia and Hamill here are the resident experts assigned to the task. They've been working like bonkers. Every day you get requests like this right from the top brass. But this autonomous function thing has been a massive headache. It flat out refuses to cooperate. It'll just stop what it's doing mid-battle or keep trying to walk through a wall. Seriously, I've had enough to hear. I knew there would be hurdles. We've been running it through various drills and it has quite some basic patterns, but that's really about it. It sounds like a tough bunch of crap. Correct. Anything we can help you with? Well, let me think. Oh, here's an idea. How about we kill two birds with one stone and ask you to check our progress by having a fight against it? Well, I've been thinking for a while that it could do with some extra combat data. You're sure about that? Isn't it still a work in progress? Don't worry, it's not made of paper. It's designed to be a fighting machine. So it's gonna have to learn to take a beating. As for the location, let's say under the anti-air battery. That should be just right. Now, we'll prepare the thing for data acquisition. And don't forget to update the ballistics. I'm on it, I mean, Chief. Alrighty then. Oh, they're running on a baton. Oh, okay, we can't go in those. Okay.
should be near here.
The bigger they are, the harder I hit them. I hope this won't prove a mistake.
Kneel!
Top off!
Launch! Double spinning it! That's right, eyes on me!
Nico, attaboy! Heavy rush! Right on the money! Oh yeah, keep at it! Blitz! Out of my face!
Illusory will!
I got this.
I know you have it in you. No injuries to speak of.
The outcome was patently obvious.
Can't lose to this nobody.
Don't go dropping dead on me now. Another big first strike to me.
Whoa, you weren't playing around.
Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
Thanks for the support.
Right there, right!
Blitz! That's right, eyes on me!
Whoa, you weren't playing around.
Like,
Righty strike!
That's right, eyes on me!
Whoa, you weren't playing around.
Gotcha!
Blitz punch! Oh no! I don't stop there! I'll be your opponent. That's a big help.
Whirlwind!
Battering through.
That's right, eyes on me!
Aye, here we go.
That was
You
nothing.
ready or what?
Topped up the training, I guess.
Don't pull any punches, all right?
All right. You've got my full support. Battering through.
I've got you covered! Launch!
Where are ya?
Heavy rush! Revolt!
Steady as
Uppercut!
go! Double spinning it!
Break!
Kneel!
Rush!
Gotcha!
Mighty strike!
That's right, eyes on me!
Nico, attaboy!
Gotcha!
Blitz punch!
And there we go.
More of a starter than a main, yeah?
I know I can count on you all.
They still do a little jump, little hop,
There.
but
I knew it. Shall we help ourselves?
Who else? Get the old cylinders out.
all right. Man, this place is so. What's it? Oh, is this where the wedding ring is? Hey, found it.
Finally found it.
What over there?
My knees felt that.
This is quite rare.
Esterdale. After reaching the Black Mountains. Rock Oracle Ruins. What the? Oh. Yay.
a most uncommon item.
Huh.
Just follow me!
Oh. So many places, just there's the old Makana. Google Tao.
Good morning.
Ruined anti-air battery. Oh, oh, here we are. Sorry, keep ready to go whenever. Booting up monitor, tablet now. Alright, let's have a quick pause that should make for good exercise. Automaton, engage. Oh jeez.
Me, you want?
I'm feeling full of beans.
First strike to
Full
me.
of beans.
Don't mess with your love.
That's right. Eyes on me. I'll follow you.
Right on the boy. Oh yeah, keep at it.
Break him!
Heavy round. That's not gonna work.
Lift these fists off, fight.
You're really getting into it, Matthew.
Gigantic.
Where are ya? Here's one for the team.
Thanks for that. Steady and
Illusory
go.
bloom!
Mighty strike.
Ready for the big one.
Yeah, let's show them what we've got.
Double spinning it.
Where are ya?
Gotcha.
Break. Heavy rush. Mighty strike.
Don't mess with your love.
Gigantic.
Oh, Red Edge is not based on the side anymore. It's an AoE attack.
Nice support.
Time to pull our power.
If it's too much for one, try two.
Mighty strike. Gigantic. Beat.
That's not gonna work.
Impressively precise, Nicole.
Double spinning it.
Garland!
This'll print it.
Here I go.
Don't look away.
This is the real showstopper.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Nice.
Our time to shine.
Three of us are gonna nail it. Double spinning it. Nice. Thanks a bunch.
Break. Ow, my face. Gigantic.
Illusory bloom.
Ow, my face.
Double spinning it.
I'm the cure to all your problems.
Thanks for that. Opportunity knock.
I'm ready to follow you up.
Like
Illusory bloom.
Double spinning it. Control. Destruction.
Speed. Here's our chance.
Go with your gut, eh?
What about something like this?
Gotta go with your gut. Now we're cooked.
So multiplies PP by 150% for the first line to attack. Okay. Like, makes sense. Okay. Like, yeah. So it makes sense to have that. I for breaking today.
Let the best alone.
Double spinning it. Not over yet. I'll send them flying.
How do you think this would go?
How do we play this? What about something like this?
Do as I do.
Me next.
How's that?
Oh, hey, we managed to get it.
I've got just the follow-up.
feel this.
90.
We really handed it to them.
Don't relax just yet.
Gotta find a way to turn it around.
There we go. Good word, Hammer. Fresh feedback on the data at done. Good, Chief. Brilliant. Hope they succeeded at making this thing announced clever, at least. Did you get the data you were expecting to see? Yeah, thanks to you and yours. Appreciate the help, Shulk. Not many soldiers could have given it that much of a workout. It's a joy to see. Get more lessons like that in, but before we know it, our fuel will be ready for actual deployment. I'm sure you the machines like this one would stand in for soldiers in battle with a lot fewer injuries. That's right, there's no telling how many lives we'll be able to save by bringing this project to completion. I can feel the weight of everyone's expectations sitting heavy on my shoulders. How about you? Good, I can feel it makes me good. Don't push yourselves too hard, you two. We can handle it, no worries. Although it'd be good for morale if you come to see how much food we got. Our star student is bound to enjoy it too. There we go. Dunzo. We got an affinity growth unlocked yet.
Always more room to grow.
A new stage in my development, it seems.
Okay. Nice gigantic beat. Flashing fists. Chain to auto attack to increase attack speed, auto attack and avoid support. Okay, use combo.
My arts grow ever more refined.
We haven't looked at Glimmer at all yet. Like, inflicts blades upon landing a hit, illusory bloom. Soothing fire. Nearby allies HP on arc execution.
A new melody. A new melody. My senses got sharper.
Okay. Rolling smash, sword bash. Wait, what?
Haha! Now we're getting the good stuff. Haha! Now we're getting the good stuff.
I will say it's gonna be tricky to figure out who to prioritize because of just how many affinity, just because of how everyone shares affinity points.
Now we're getting the good stuff. A new skill.
Oh, I already loaded those. Okay, well, I mean, we can get the cheap stuff.
My senses got sharper. My senses got sharper.
Can't wait to try out this art.
Damage dealt when attacking enemies targeting you by 50%.
Oh, if I do it like this.
An auto purge!
Burning Ballad!
Another one down.
Now we're getting the good stuff.
Actually, yeah, that's a good buff to have.
I must be some kind of genius.
Okay. Alright, let's go. Just get up, okay. So cool to see this place again.
What's this?
A long time ago, there was an anti-air battery here. Sadly, it's fallen into disrepair.
Treasure.
Nice.
Dante Drangia. I remember having to gather 5 of these.
pretty rare, right?
Oh, yeah, let's not. Okay, bye, Matthew.
Which way next?
The quest over here. And, oh, hi. Oh, you okay, buddy? Water. There he is. It's right there. Won't be a second. Street relievement. Well, it's not giving up on Bobby yet. I guess not. I'm just glad you're okay. How'd you end up like that anyway? Well, Bobby was on our way to fabled Colony 9, which is topic a bunch scuttle and butt, hoping to peddle wares. And then ambushed all of a sudden by on-road by monster pack fed with life in its teeth. No, that sounds awful. I'm guessing you're associated with the Nopon caravan. Oh, but you're traveling awfully light. Right therein lies crux of matter. When attacked by monster, left instead accompanied by Bobby fly wildly out of control, not sure where what's gone now. The entire life savings of Bobby fly with it, now destitute without single unit of currency to name. Ugh, that's rough, man. Who used to help? If Bobby go home and touch same Bobby sure to deliver mega spankings! Become Chronicles of Bobby and save from cruel fate! I mean, sure we could do that, but what do you want us to actually? What do you actually want us to do? First, please, first return with Bobby to by which Bobby travel to look for signs of missing leftness. Then enforces still vicinity, whack bottles from bosses of captivity and bodyguard with extreme prejudice. Okay, you want to start by showing us the place you were attacked? Because while Bobby shows million thank you spreads will provide ample reward for us. What was that to vicinity and waypoints happening? Bobby's bad day.
I got their name.
Hey, these are rare.
This is pretty rare, right?
Are we ready for this?
We need them out of the picture.
Oh no! I lost the enemy's attention! Stop there! I'll be your opponent!
I appreciated that. Keep it within. Right. That takes care of that.
This was basically what I predicted.
Are we ready for this?
Yep. I got the back line. Illusory bloom!
Mighty strike!
There goes the enemy.
They thought this would slow us down.
I could have done that one-handed.
Who else?
Oh man, we're going all the way back here.
Here we are.
We're still in the first area. It seems.
Yeah, it'll do for a warm-up.
Don't let the enemy take the upper hand.
Oh, and here is place where Bobby was viciously attacked without showing remorse. I'm not seeing the exact monster they described. They may have since. Not right, yeah. Oh, hey, we got ourselves some tracks there. Yeah, there's tracks too. Kind of looks like the monsters were chasing after the bug, like a bolt as a bolter, you know. It's possible friend didn't act as decoy to save life of Bobby. Doesn't seem like a bit of a stretch. Whatever actually happened, we could probably just follow the tracks and find the missing machine. Then please, to begin taste making, time is of essence.
We can follow these.
First strike to me.
Oh, you keep at it. The green one. That's a big help.
Gotcha!
Heavy rush. Blitz mighty strike.
They're really flocking to us.
Crossray!
Stop there. I'll be your opponent.
Thanks for that.
Gotcha!
Mighty
There
strike.
All from half.
Double spinning it.
Revolt uppercut.
There goes the enemy.
Break.
Where are you?
Quick and painless, thankfully.
That way.
A most uncommon item.
Smash them all. All right, let's do this.
You're certainly putting your back into it, Rex.
First strike to me.
Look, you want
Stop there. I'll be your opponent.
I'm grateful.
Oh no! I lost the enemy's attention.
Great Carlo!
There. I'll be your opponent.
Thanks for the support!
Blitz punch.
Sword Mirage!
Double spinning it.
Burning
Ow, my
Salad!
face.
I'm quite comfortable in this.
I
Very
see right
thoughtful of
through
you!
you.
I'll follow you.
Ow, my face. It's too soon for me to quit.
How did I let this happen?
Great Carlo!
Move my leg.
I'll try to get to you, okay?
Double spinning
Spinning
it.
uppercut. Heavy rush. These fists got back.
But how? Like
Break.
I will not
Stop there.
It's me!
I'll be your opponent. I'm feeling full of beat.
There goes the enemy.
Gigantic beat. I'm feeling full of beat.
There goes the enemy.
Mighty strike. Heavy rush.
Blitz
punch.
Me, you won.
Thanks for the support! That's going well,
Time
huh?
we show them what we got.
Here we go. You ready or what?
I hear you.
Illusory Blue!
Spinning it.
Uppercut.
Blitz Needle!
I'm quite comfortable
All
in
right.
with the wrong
The
crowd.
winners take it
You
all.
made it look easy.
I suppose it's time to engage.
What? Were we not popular enough? Great.
Illusory Blue!
I'll be your opponent.
Thanks for the support! I don't know how much if I don't make it.
You're not hurting anyone anymore. Heavy rush. Lord. No. I lost the enemy's
All fine.
attention.
I'm still in the game.
Double spinning it.
Is it stake?
Hey, I can't believe it.
No one dies on my watch.
There goes the enemy.
Where are you?
Stop there.
How did this
I'll
happen?
be your opponent.
I'm still standing, and soon you won't be.
Still
There goes the enemy.
all fine. I'm still in the game.
Funny. Can't seem to move my leg.
I need to hang in there.
No. I lost it. Stop there.
If I don't make it, I'm not letting it end.
The battle was yours. I lost the enemy's attention. Stop there. I'll be your opponent.
We
You've
gathered
gotta
much
make me
data.
mad.
Everyone that help. I'm sorry.
Matthew, no! Wait for me!
Infinity Blade.
I'm done. Funny. Can't
Okay.
seem to move my legs.
We'll just have to challenge them again.
Well, they look easy enough.
Don't let the enemy take the upper hand.
Kneel!
Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
I'll follow you.
And don't come back, you hear?
Topped up the training, I guess.
Illusory bloom!
Double spinning wing. It's me you want.
Thanks for the support! Flare, Arya!
And don't come back, you hear?
Go on, praise us some more.
Ready to go.
We can keep this going. Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
Nice. Thanks a bunch.
Revolt uppercut!
Double spinning
Flare, Arya!
Mighty strength! Revolt uppercut!
Gotcha, huh?
Ow, my big rack on the money!
I've got you covered.
Oh, someone's gotten missed, eh?
Blink punch.
Kneel!
Another!
All that done.
Pick a good moment for us.
Heavy rattle time!
My turn.
Let's send them packing.
I can pack quite the punch.
Illusory bloom!
Another barrel.
I could have done that one-handed.
Enemy data complete.
Right.
Let us help you.
Great! Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
I'm grateful. I appreciated that.
Heavy rush! Revolt uppercut! Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
Thanks for the support!
Mighty strike!
Let's roll with the punches.
You're really getting into it, Matthew. That's right. Eyes on me.
Looking good!
Double spinning it.
Rack on the money!
You aren't playing
That's
around.
right. Eyes on me.
Your Titan spirit
They're
will
my
burn.
enemy.
On the enemy.
Oh, hey! Who could you be? I'm Matthew. You made it out of the city, right? I've come to help you out. Oh, fate. Just as my embers were flickering out, dost thou grant me a miracle so grand? You're the master of my life. For the remainder of mine earthly days, never shall this gratitude diminish. No need for any of that, mate. Just chill. And while you're doing that, best head to Colony 9. They'll take care of you there. Colony 9, you say? I hear and I obey. May the tides of heaven feed you back the sooner than we may meet again, young Master Matthew. Okay, well, Janice has returned to call has gone.
I don't remember them.
Alrighty then.
Gotta clear out the rowdy ones.
Hut!
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 Move out! Illusory bloom!
It's me you want.
Nice! Thanks a bunch.
Flare, Arya!
Spinning it!
Oh, crap.
I'll be your opponent. You're not hurting anyone anymore. Spring!
Do you want to call for M now?
All fine. I'm still in the game.
Like whirlwind. It's me you want.
I appreciated that.
There goes the enemy.
Beat!
Double spinning it.
Great Charlotte!
I'm quite comfortable on aiding you.
Let's roll with the
Very
punches.
thoughtful of you.
Flick edge!
Arya!
Turn it around. I'll be your opponent. That's a big help.
I'm all amped up.
Pick a good moment for us.
Not done yet.
You'll need healing. Imminently.
Nice support.
Mighty
Illusory
strike!
bloom!
Gigantic beat! Another! time we show them what we got. There it is. Revolt uppercut! Double spinning it!
And that's a wrap. Ha! Only one way that could have gone.
Did that person... Did we kill the person, or did that person die? Okay, well...
Bold of them to get up in my face.
And off the enemy's attention!
Revolt! I'll be your opponent. That's a big help.
Hardly even broke a sweat.
Go on, praise us some more.
Still wondering if if anyone's gonna, they're ever gonna. Like, I hope. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, sour gooseberries.
Yeah, it'll do for a warm-up.
Just so you know, I don't do things by heart.
Stop there!
Immediately starting with a launch. What the heck? What the heck, Rex? Calm down.
Victory came easily.
Alright.
Looking out at it like this, you really gotta admit this world is crazy huge.
A little
Matthew, the world truly is vast. Far more than you'll ever know. And filled with mystery. And while we're not currently in the position to travel it at our leisure, one day soon, you should let your feet walk it from end to end. You would stand to gain much from the experience.
What?
Who knows? You may even discover a new land for the people of the city to call home.
Huh. You were a rover then, eh?
You know, I may well have been.
Why is everything you say so damn elusive?
There's so many questions I have. Like, and they're just not giving us any answers. It's frustrating in the sense of like I want answers, but I know that they're going to give them eventually, and I won't be ready for them. And I know that if I hear all the answers now, then my mind will literally be blown.
Wipe them off the face of Ionios.
We have the advantage here.
Great! My mind may not actually be prepared.
Nice. Thanks a bunch. You probably took down enough of these now. Thanks for that.
Mighty strength! Double spinning it!
That takes care of that.
I know I can count on you all.
Yeah, it'll do for a warm-up.
Sure, whatever. Let's get this out of the way. It's me you want!
I'll be your opponent.
Nice. Thanks a bunch.
Don't come back here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Guguru. Babaloo, Babaloo, wow, Babaloo, can help Guguru, please to answer, but not expect no, or accept or silence for answer. What you yelling at here, dude? Looking for someone? Eh? A Babaloo, I went to fetch ingredients for delicious dinner meal, but failed to reappear. Babaloo, of course, worse than the direction in all Ionios with capital Y. With Gugu having turklets from worry. That's that worried, huh? That seriously sucks for you. Yeah, definitely. Maximum suckage. Well, would you look at the time? We'd best be on our way before. Hold for 1 second. The conversation was clearly heading into assist Guguru with personal matter sort of direction. Okay, fine. We'll help you out. Sheesh. Now that what Guguru wanted to hear. Babalulu only vanished recently, so cannot be too far wandered. Guguru will look around here. Friends can search yonderly. To the north, yeah? Gotcha. We're gonna be praying for good news. Oh boy!
Nice, a new face.
Always nice to have more friends or to make new friends.
It's got a name. Well, that's wet my whistle, that has.
Smothering a
Don't pull any
Dante.
punches, all right?
On a scale of 1 to none, how important is this battle?
Way ahead of you.
June Black!
Mighty strike.
Impressively precise.
Trouble spinning it!
Heavy rush. Mighty strike.
Eyes on me!
Nico, attaboy. Mighty strike.
I'm all amped up.
Pick a good moment for us. Mighty strike. Is that all you got?
Topped up the training, I guess. New entry in the Enemypedia.
Okay.
That light. An ether channel as expected. I can take the mantle. Always worth harvesting. Let's not linger on it.
They don't look all that tough.
First strike to me. We can keep this going.
I'm grateful.
Trouble spinning it!
On the day for complete. I appreciated that.
Break.
Sword Mirage.
Mighty strike. Being up with that enemy.
The outcome was patently obvious.
Let's thrash them good.
Hardly a fair match.
Illusory Plume.
Stop there. I'll be your opponent. I'm feeling full of beans.
Hey, nice job.
Stop there. I'll be your opponent. I'm feeling full of beans. And I'll go. Is that all you got?
The outcome was patently obvious.
Okay. So we're going this way. Like, if we're actually gonna go in the direction of, like, of where we're supposed to go. Oh right, we can actually change the time when we
Okay,
we
we're
teleport.
here.
Youch!
Who else?
Oh, Ignis. The Ignis number 2. You want to mine the mineral, we'll do something about the creatures first. Looks like it. Nothing ever comes easy, eh? Well, other then, let's get this party rolling.
Total no-mark battle. Don't make me laugh.
Let's serve them with a smile.
An outside threat is
Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
Thanks for the fun.
Oh no! I lost the enemy's attention. Stop there!
and not
I think. How do I turn this
Holy
around?
frick!
Stop there! I'll be your opponent. How do I turn
Okay, yeah, this was,
They're giving as good as they get.
I'll move to cover you.
mighty strike? For me to quit, I failed.
well, attacking enemy groups head-on is dangerous. It's usually better to lure a solitary enemy and defeat them slowly. Don't forget to level and catch it. Let's only leave your concern off.
Gotta get back on that ponyo.
Get back on that ponyo. Ha! Ah. Oh my god. Oh, frick. Oh, no.
Youch!
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Youch!
the enemy. How do we proceed?
Great go! It's me you want!
I'm grateful.
Mighty
my companion's
strike!
power.
I'm feeling full of beans.
Where are
Spinning it! Mighty strike!
It's me you want!
Thanks for that.
Burning Valley!
Break! Heavy rush!
Blitz punch! Great Garland!
No! I lost the enemy's attention.
It's me you want!
I'm grateful.
Another! You're no match for us! Oh yeah! Keep at it! Break!
Nice job, Matthew.
Like
Grant
my face!
my companion's power.
I'm all out done!
Pick a good moment for us.
Let's keep this up. Forethought is everything.
The power! It's coming to me!
Gotcha! Blitz punch!
Where are you? We got more than what we got. On. Is that all you got?
Quick and painless, thankfully.
Okay, let me see.
Hey, counting on you.
Be gentle with me, okay?
You mind, Nickel?
Passage of Fate, Divine Blades, and Mighty Amp. Like, they have like their own like team names or something like that.
Gotta clear out the rowdy ones. Look it! Illusory bloom! It's me you want!
Thanks for that.
Crossblade!
Rubble spinning it!
Light! That's right, eyes on me!
Nickel, and his fist got back.
You're really getting into it, Matthew! Gotcha!
I'm quite comfortable.
Thanks for that.
Where are ya? Gotcha!
Gigantic beat!
Light! Punch!
Heavy rush! The battle favors us!
Whirlwind!
Double spinning it!
Mighty strike!
How did this happen?
You wanna go again? You know who to call.
I'm a hell of a swashbuckler today, eh?
Over here.
Whirlwind!
Mighty
Illusory
strike!
bloom!
Heavy
Me
rush!
you want!
That's a big help.
Like this keeps up!
Grant my
Blitz
companion's
punch!
power.
Proof of our victory!
That takes care of that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Target acquired. Engaging.
I'm ready. 24/7.
Me you want!
I'm grateful.
Launch!
Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
I'm grateful.
Where are you? Yeah, cool. It's me you want. Thanks for the support. There goes the enemy.
Break!
It's me you want.
That's a big help. Ow, my face! Another punch!
Light.
Sharpen up for the I feel
I'm getting stronger.
Where are
There
you?
it is. Piece of cake.
I could have done that one-handed. Break! Rush!
Illusory bloom.
Crossblade.
It's me you want.
That's a big help.
Alright.
Rubble! Uppercut!
There goes the enemy.
Heavy
I
rush!
knew you could do it.
It's too early for a second helping.
It's me you want.
I'm grateful.
Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
There goes the enemy. It's me you want.
I appreciate that.
There goes the enemy.
These fists got
It's me you want.
I'm feeling full of beans. That's a big help.
There goes the enemy.
Here we go. You ready or what?
Ready whenever. Heavy rush. I knew you could do it.
I'm quite comfortable with you.
Thanks for the support!
Mighty
darling!
strike! Gigantic
Still within operation
speed!
parameters.
Use the heroics to me.
Double
Spinning it!
That's a big help. Time to pull our power.
I'm ready and able.
My turn.
Let's send them packing! Spectacular!
Double
Illusory
spinning
blow.
it.
Break! Revolt uppercut!
Let's join forces.
Let's keep going!
All my power.
Great garland!
Mighty strike!
Burning ballad!
Break! No! I lost the enemy's attention!
It's me you want.
I appreciated that.
That'll be enough for that.
Implements have been removed.
Mighty strike!
You made it look easy.
Sweet.
I see light. It's an ether channel. We could grab some. Never know when you might need some.
Yeah, we haven't really found a use for them, but hey, you never know when you might need them.
Can we really win this?
We'll be fine. Just stay confident.
Kneel!
Revolt uppercut! Your fighting spirit burns bright!
Great garland!
Break!
There goes the enemy.
Blitz punch! Mighty strike!
It's me you want.
Thanks for that. Another! Gigantic! Speed! Heavy rush!
Nice
I
shot!
lost the enemy's attention! These fists got back! I'll be your opponent! I'm feeling full of bees!
Pretty much a perfect win.
I know I can count on you all.
Okay, so if we're gonna go in here, we're gonna need to.
Hey!
We have formidable company! Don't stop there! I'll be your opponent!
Thanks for the support!
Mighty
Great
strike!
garland! Where are you?
Double spinning it. Ready as
As if it couldn't get any worse.
Nice job, Knuckles.
These fists got back! I lost the enemy's attention!
It's me you want.
I'm feeling full of bees!
There goes the enemy.
Mighty strike! That's a big help! Gigantic!
Double spinning it. There goes the enemy.
I'll be your opponent!
I appreciated that.
It's me you want.
I'm feeling full of bees!
There goes the enemy. It's me you want.
I'm feeling
all
full
out
of bees! Yeah! Let's show them what we've got!
An outside threat approaches.
I'll be your opponent!
It's me you want. There goes the enemy. Thank you.
Topple! I saw that!
Okay, let's bring it up.
This is it for me.
I'll fight for you, Nicole! Stop there! I'll be your
You want to go to end
I
now?
lost the enemy's
Hold it.
attention!
I can still fight.
Let's give him a shake!
Our time to shine.
The way to victory is clear!
Double spinning it.
Hey! I can't believe it! Mighty strike! Don't let up now!
Whirlwind. I'm all amped up.
Yeah! Let's show them what we've got! Break!
I'm the cure to all your problems.
Full of bees!
Now.
Now you're getting me!
Seize the moment.
Right.
Where are you?
Mighty strike! What?
You can go now.
Bring it on! You won't believe how strong I can get!
Hey,
Getting stronger.
there we
We
go.
got him good.
Here we are. Let's look around.
Oh, look.
Alright!
Hey,
another
these
art
are rare.
unlock. Wait, an art unlock kit. So wait, does that mean? Okay, yeah, sure.
I'll keep on pressing on. Detonating hit!
Sweet. Oh. Grab a man time. Okay. Yay! Cool. We got what we came for. Let's find Riku's hammer for him. We should begin my search for Colony 9 soon. Gotcha.
Whoa, nice graphics!
I know, right? These are really nice graphics.
It's getting dark. Hey, these are rare.
I mean, there's something around here according to the... Something up there?
Follow my lead.
Who else?
Let me blaze us a trail.
Okay.
Always worth harvesting.
What? Oh.
Check this out. Nice view of Cadencia's great sword from here too, huh?
The way I hear it, it's hotly contested territory for Kevis and Agnes.
I've heard so too. There was some large-scale battle there earlier.
Sure. So it's like a key position that the two castles glare at each other over.
Both Kevis and Agnes must want what's there for some strategic reason, I guess.
In every age, that sword is the fulcrum of conflict.
What? Yeah, I suppose so. What? How much does A know? Like, does she literally know everything?
I felt that. We still have the initiative.
Let's serve them with a smile.
Great, darling! me through! Leave me an answer!
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure A is supposed to be like making it seem like A is Alvin, but that only gives so many more questions.
You weren't playing around. Ready when you are.
Here's what I propose.
What about something like this?
Here's what I propose.
How do we play this?
Come on, you know you wanna now with some.
Come on, you know you wanna.
No break. Oh wait, frick! I got my wires crossed there. I forgot that, like, if you have a heroic chain, the default effect is not there.
What about something like this?
Could we try this one out? Do as I do.
How do we play this?
I was running this one over. Could we try this one out? I was running this one over.
What about something like this? Yeah, I got it. Me first.
Now you're getting me.
Here I go. The finishing touch.
We're gonna dice you up.
Red Hot Agent Light.
Okay, got it.
Teammate for mercy now. This one moment.
To me.
Let's finish this.
We really handed it to them. They can't have long to go now. They're not done yet.
If I don't make it.
Last mistake you'll ever make.
All fine. I'm still in the game.
Now you've got to make me smash.
You're not done yet.
Gotcha. Mighty strike.
Here's one for the team.
New entry in the Enemypedia.
Treasure.
Beautiful. I'm so used to the characters being at the top of the list, not like not. Okay, let's just. Okay, just do that. What? They're really okay. Oh, there's the chibi. There's the chibi for you. Love it. Down the list.
I can do better yet.
Yes, there it is.
I must be some kind of genius.
The result of experience.
I can get stronger.
That's absolutely important. Being able to chain the other arm.
Learned a new art.
I look forward to optimizing my loadout.
Okay. Mercy Earring? Okay. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there is this beacon of Bumblebee! Must get under control immediately! Your Bumble bodyguards of Bumblebee couldn't follow through. Bumblebee's wish is our command. Uber all circuit.
Break! Stop there! I'll be your opponent. Nice. That's a big help. Let's send them packing.
I can pack quite the punch.
Sword Mirage! Great Garland! That's gone well, right? I'll follow you! Light double spinning in!
Here we go!
We can do it!
Great!
We do it together!
The way to victory is clear.
The coast is clear once more.
Okay. No good. That wild rampage must have fried its circuits. Damaged the leg parts as well. I think it must have happened when it fell into the hole. Hey man, the rim is broken. It's broken, but I don't think it's entirely beyond repair. Think you can patch it up, assuming we have the parts. Desperate pleading, me a thought of Mama Pond's skull striking terror into my side. Same though. Like, alright, you keep your fur on. We'll take care of it. Nickel, you mind giving a try? Not at all. I'll see what I can do.
What did they want again?
Oh, there we go. Oh, let us move and alive and kicking. Oh boy, narrowly escaped Mama Pot of all scoldings. Friends, nothing short of miracle. Come on, your mom can't be that scary. Oh, but was known far and wide as head poncho of an local caravan. Bye, sound, training skills of Mama Punch, rank and G. Life of Bob Bobby extremely well off. Until fateful day when Bob Bobby ousted all of a sudden from home. Not to come back until Bob Bobby make pretty pennies, shout Mama Pot as she poised abacus in hand and kick out door. Yeah, you sure you didn't do anything to piss her off? Cannot think of single possibility. But Bobby simply kick back, eat, sleep, and play money bye all day. Well, I hope you figure things out, man. What Bobby will do his best to figure out. Truly grateful from bottom of heart. When Shop and Bobby established, friends be sure to pay visit scheduled for opening at Colony 9. Well, if you want to start a business at Colony 9, there's an open plot next to the storage area. Oh, that sounds perfect. Thanks for the suggestion. Glad we've been able to help. We'll take a look-see when you're ready. Yeah, take a look-see. Ciao for a moment.
Hello? What's this giant rock?
It's a sarcophagus. A stone coffin. Contained within is a body. A husk, I mean.
A husk? Are you serious? Isn't it a bit large for a single husk?
Nobody said it was for a human.
What say we leave it the hell alone?
Well, alright, let's see.
Treasure.
Nice.
Let's bash them good!
I'll send you to your death. Kneel!
Mighty strike! I'll be your opponent. That's a big help.
Piece of cake. This was basically what I predicted.
Let's bash them good!
Sure, whatever. Let's get this out of the way.
Mighty strike! I'll be your opponent. I'm feeling full of beat. That'll be enough for that enemy. Piece of cake.
Over there. Let me blaze us a trail.
What have we got here?
Just follow me!
Let's thrash them good.
This fight was not worth taking.
Illusory
Oh,
blue!
this is what
No injuries to speak of.
Alright, this
Topped
is
up
where
the training, I guess.
Okay, this is where the thing happens.
Morning. The sun's come up.
Let's thrash them good.
Don't let the enemy take the upper hand.
Illusory blue!
To me. Get more with the punches.
Victory.
The outcome was patently obvious.
Let's thrash them good.
We have the advantage here.
Illusory blue!
Kneel!
Mighty strike. That's a big help.
Probably took down enough of him
The
now.
outcome was patently obvious.
Noise.
Let's thrash them good.
I'll send you to your rest.
Me, you want?
I'm feeling full of beans.
Pretty much a perfect win.
The outcome was patently
I'm
obvious.
feeling full of beans. Oh, you put a check mark whenever you find things. Right. Oh man, I can't believe that colony, like, just.
Well, here we are.
Sorry, man. No problem. Keep chugging away too, huh? Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Huh? Right. That doesn't want President. Oh, young Master Matthew. Oh, hey, it's you guys. Oh, Matthew, plenty old world meeting you here. Yo, wait, what's this meetup all about? Why you've got all these citizens all lined up like matchsticks? They're a fresh crop of applicants. People who volunteer to sign up with us Liberates. I owe mine own life to your timely rescue, young master. That God decided mine heart to follow in your august footsteps and cast my log in with these vigilantes for their noble cause. I've had it watching from the sidelines as well. I'm gonna go fight with you guys. Aw, you lot. Yeah, charming sentence for sure. But we can't just send them straight for the front lines. And so I got the pleasure of training up the rookies. So this is like one of your training sessions. I gotcha. Hey, do you mind if I sit in on this? I'm sure you'll be fine, but still, I feel kind of responsible for them. Mr. Matthew, may I perish your anxiety. In my city days, my skills as a sharpshooter were second to none. Why, I was top of the rankings for a not insignificant span of time. Oh yeah? Any actual combat experience? Well, my concerns are unfounded. In actual combat, one need but comport oneself to as one would in training. Cool. Cool, so we know who's dying first. Right, anyway, I don't mind, I guess. Feel free to hang around if you like. Yeah, thanks, we'll do. Okay, first let's run the combat basics. We'll do it in quiz format after. Stand by in the clan center. Chilling here? How's it looking? Have we got it? You'd be a asshole. What's the matter? Looking for something? Yeah, Riku's lost his hammer somewhere. You see anything like that? Riku's hammer. Oh, I got it. I think I saw it. Had enough on looking design. I remember thinking it was funky. Yeah, that sounds about right. Where did you see it? I think we forwarded it to the supply office? Nobody could make heads or tails of it, so I think the guys were talking about trying to sell it or something? No kidding, well, at least it's a clue. If it wasn't being sold, we probably wouldn't. I know that. Let's hurry out to the supply office.
We ought to speak to them now. This is quite rare.
Why is that happening? Well, considering how we spotted the target was sent to itself without us. I get it. Please, that's a big help. No problem. That can be of use. Hey. Welcome. Anything you need? We're looking for a funky hammer. Got an up-on-looking design on it. We heard it might be sent here? Oh yeah, funky's the word, alright. It seemed really tricky to use, right? Bingo. Anyway, Riku went on. Would you mind giving it back? Right, about that. In the end, someone said they wanted to borrow it for a bit and carried it off. Just by luck. Someone who? Sorry, I was working at the time, so I didn't think to stop and question. But I think they said they were going to use it in the central plaza? Sorry, it can't be a... Ow. Right, I see. Central plaza. Okay, so what now? Can't be that many places in the central plaza. Where you're just going to use the hammer. Good point. We have to have a wander around. Maybe we'll find it sooner than we think. Got it. It was during a real honesty. But those seem the quickest. I'll have a look around the plaza then.
The hunt begins.
What's with that hammer? Oh, there it is. Hey Matthew, could that be Riku's hammer? Yeah, it doesn't look exactly like a normal hammer. It might have hit the jackpot. Oh, fizzle sparks. I forgot to put that thing away. It was like the perfect size for staking a tent, so I gave it its bed. Actually, more than a slam, come to think of it. Well, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to ask you to return it. The owner's been looking for it. Sure, I pretty much finished with it now. You go get that hammer now. Leave some people finish the job and return the tool. Get on the slide. And we got the ore and the hammer for now. So we're Riku now. All right, sweet.
Let's give him the news.
Alrighty then. Hey Riku, we're back. Have friends got all needed things? Sure do. The Ravamantine you ordered, and your hammer. Oh, Riku is overwhelmed with joy. Now can put finishing touches on workshop at long last. Please wait outside for it. Riku will be done in jiffy. already. You can now upgrade your weapons. Okay. It's crazy. Indeed, for an improvised workspace, it certainly is impressive. I'm not sure if previous tenant would have approved. Riku make most of all resources that put at disposal of Riku. Its motto of crafty pawn, in fact. Yeah, great stuff. So can you upgrade our weapons now? Of course. Would friends care to try? First time, come free. Well, get in. Well, then don't mind if I do. Proud Bladestone. You can strengthen your weapons at Riku's workshop in Colony 9. This will require gold and materials that can be obtained as treasure by defeating unique monsters, etc. Alright, so that man's house has been repurposed as a workshop. Nice. He looks really pretty. Okay. Moral slippers. Okay. Nice. There. Instruction complete. How is Blade feel? Oh yeah, it feels good. It's even more like it's part of me now. Riku, pleased to hear. Incidentally, Matthew? Yes? Where did Fred obtain that blade? Well, this, my granddad used it originally. Granddad gave it to my pops, he gave it to me, and now it's all mine, that sort of deal. Riku see. Why'd you ask? No particular reason. Riku simply been a bit curious. Blade is good quality, but Riku hopes friend can make good use of it for a long time yet. Yeah, that's the plan. Riku ready to improve all friends' workshop in future also. However, rule of boom apply. That stands for bring one's own materials. Gotcha. Hope you're ready to get work hard this time. Right then, that's the business order. Shall we go back to the intensive rest? Man, we really spent a lot of time just... Man. Hey! Please request the call changes to Park Colony 9. Park Colony 9 changes will put new features at your disposal. What are the last few to obtain special items?
So now Riku's even upgrading our weapons for us.
Yes. There's a degree of comfort in leaving these things to professionals.
Good job, if Riku say so himself. Riku do good job, if Riku say so himself. Riku do good job, if Riku say so himself.
Monado Rex. Huh. Rex Plus.
Pleased to use, but not abuse.
Pleased to use, but not abuse.
Pleased to use, but not abuse. Pleased to use, but not abuse. Pleased to use, but not abuse. And strengthenment complete. Pleased to use, but not abuse. And strengthenment complete. And strengthenment complete.
Alright. So we just upgraded our weapon by, like, pretty well.
most uncommon item.
Oh, the old evil. Really curious about it. This contraption caught your eye, has it? Yes, I mentioned before that it's not possible. I was just thinking maybe if we rephrase it to parts, it might be possible to get running again. Now you mentioned it, if we got this thing working again, we could be able to process gems to a higher degree of purity. And if we can incorporate the tech into our portable version, it might be a huge step up for us. Can't knock good gems set up with your in a scrap. If we can get them powered up, I'd say we go for it. Agreed. Given the opportunity, it'd be a good investment of our time. Shall we get a bit to go then? Yes, sir. I don't see anything immediately wrong with it from the exterior. We could start by replacing some of the internal mechanisms. It might be the heat regulator that's malfunctioning. It's what raises its gem purity. At your point. Let's look into it. Swapping out these pods.
What did they want again?
My output reactor. Hey! Hey, we did it. Look, Shulk, it's working. Indeed, that's the start of a job well done. Now all that's left is to analyze the machine and repurpose the tech for use in the mobile firmament. Right, that's it directly. We should be able to craft high quality gems whenever we want. Dang, you guys are wizards. How does that even work? Well, the way this device works is fundamentally the same as the one we use, but the technology uses a very, how do I put this, idiosyncratic. It's not something that could have come off an assembly line. I think it's custom made and quite meticulously at that. And for that reason, it looks like it'll be an incredibly useful asset with regard to upgrading our mobile version. Huh. Well, who would have thought she'd still be powering along nicely after the colonies had such a fall from grace. Gem Man's invention continues to stand the test of time. What a formidable fella. We'll treat her kindly, we promise. Oh my goodness, the Gem Man. Shoutouts to the Gem Man, man. Up to rank 5. Alright, well, that was really nice.
To me, this was always just junk, but you actually fixed it. Nice.
To me, I miss those days sometimes.
Ah! To me! To you! To you! To me! And we can even use this for that. Like, such classy. Such class. To think the Gem Man's ether furnace still stood the test of time, and is still useful even now. Oh man. restroom, so I'll be right back again. Alright, I'm back. So, might have to call it soon, but I'm curious about, do I at least keep going a little bit longer? Ugh.
Good for eating, good for sleeping. Perfect.
How shall I go about improving this?
Oh?
Oh, a new feature. That looks about right.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, it's all backed up.
Time to freshen up.
I'm run off my feet.
Alrighty then.
Righty-ho. I'll go have a chat with Dylan. I want to ask how all the city folk have been getting on. Got any plans yourselves?
I think I'll pay a visit to the command center. I want to see what Shulk's up to.
And I'll, I don't know. What should I do?
If you're bored, you can come with me. I need to pick up a few things at the market.
Yeah. Okay.
Right then. Catch you in a bit.
Alright then. Alright, I guess we're just doing our own thing.
Right.
Outlook Park.
So you haven't seen Niall?
I'm really sorry, Matthew. It was hard enough for the 6 of us to escape. But hey, it wasn't just our group. I heard Naomi's group made it out as well. There's a chance she's with them.
Naomi?
Seems Caleb tried to stop them, but they weren't able to hear him. We think they were headed towards Fornis. Except, he said he was too far away to see who was actually with her.
Right.
This is Niall, though. Bet she's with him, A-OK. She's like you, mate. Hard as nails and twice as tough.
Uh-huh.
You've got it so much easier, you know. At least yours is well behaved.
You're jealous? That's a surprise.
That's not what I mean.
Nothing about this is easy. There's this awkward distance between us. I'm just lucky that things panned out this way.
Is that right?
It's all about how to handle things in the moment. That's the crux of it. Or at least I think so. You were independent from a young age, right?
Yeah, well, apart from Gramps sticking to me like glue. But I supported myself.
That explains it then. The way you think of her. As being somehow different from you. The paths you've walked are too unfamiliar. No? Try talking to her again. But be yourself. Actually... Perhaps she'll be the one who comes to you.
Hey, Shulk and Rex! The search party's returned!
You've not found a single person?
There were clear signs of combat, that's it. But, as I've informed you, we've not been able to confirm any survivors. There were no husks present either, so I'd expect it to have been monsters.
But even then, can't see the whole group croaking it. Nagai's unit should have been the cream of the crop.
Any case, we brought back anything we could find on the scene. Most objects belong to the unit, but there were also a few oddities.
Namely?
According to Charon, things that may have potentially belonged to city refugees.
Oh no.
I know this!
It's hers.
Oi! Where'd you find this? This belonged to Nael! Tell me!
Like I said, the location of the SOS.
Is that true? You better not be lying.
Matthew!
It is, I'm not. It was with everything else on the ground by a tree.
Oh no. Nael.
Matthew.
This Nael. She a relative of yours?
She's my little sister. I've been looking for her for so long.
Right.
Hey, Linka, where was that emergency transmission coming from?
According to the search team, somewhere in the vicinity of Regwell Lake.
Regwell Lake?
Oi, stop right there. You're not seriously planning to head out there alone?
Yeah. This is my problem. Nobody else's. I've got to see it for myself.
Regwell Lake is quite a distance from here. I'd strongly recommend that you at least take some kind of escort.
You don't get it. I finally have a lead. If whoever attacked the search party's still there, all the more reason for me to go and rescue her.
All right. Keep your shorts on. Nobody's telling you no here.
We were planning to head there as well, in fact. A whole search party taken out is no trivial matter.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean to go off on you.
No need. We don't really have the luxury of time, it's true. Then I suppose it's time to use the ether slide.
Ether slide?
Take a look over here. An ether slide is, well, put simply, it's a method of conveyance that uses the flow of ether for propulsion. You can think of it as sliding along a wire made of ether. Using an ether slide would get us pretty close to Regwell Lake.
Teacher and Riku developed this technology together. Amazing or what?
Yes, it's really impressive. The technology is fascinating.
If you're so curious about it, would you mind lending me a hand?
Absolutely.
Let me give you the necessary materials.
Oh, okay.
What odd ether crystal structure?
The ether in these was transformed due to the effects of the black fog. I call them black shards.
So they only form where there's black fog?
That's right. They're pretty rare, and all the more valuable for it. That said, we need them when building the ether amplifiers used to project the wires.
Got it.
Right. That'll do for exposition. Let's get to crafting the equipment.
Yeah, can't wait.
Alright then. Like, once constructed in the these structures project a rope made of ether with you. You can then slide along and travel to higher or lower ground. Okay. Let's do it.
Better stake our claim.
Jeez. Holy moly.
Wire tensions within parameters. Good. Looks like it worked.
Yeah. Now Ragwell Lake really is a stone's throw away.
So...
Hey!
Oh, frick! We're literally just... Okay. Alright, cool. Interesting. Cool. Oh, wow. Oh. This is part of the Bionis Magma's desolation.
Treasure.
Nice.
Careful, they're after us.
Wait, what the? Why?
The battle must have dropped. Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
Me, you
I'll
want?
feel it.
Wait, what?
Whoa! No! Stop there! I'll be your opponent. That's a big help. Revolt!
There goes the enemy.
Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
Me, you want?
I'm feeling full of beans. Oh no! I lost the enemy's
There goes
attention.
the enemy.
The battle must have drawn them.
It's me, you
Stop
want?
there! I'm feeling full of beans.
There goes the enemy.
Revolt! Uppercut!
Me, you want?
That's a big help.
Flick!
Ow, my face!
There goes the enemy.
How did they get to Rex? I took it too easy.
It's me, you want?
Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
Looks like this is it for me.
You're not hurting anyone anymore. For me to know it.
If I don't get that help, I fail.
Our future is at stake.
Okay.
I've still got it in me.
Okay, so... Like something left behind by the fog game or something?
Alright,
I
gotcha.
suppose it's time to engage?
What? Were we not popular enough?
Sloth Gogol.
Spotted. Sparks are gonna fly.
First strike now. Nice one, Matthew.
Mighty strike!
Thanks for that.
Great Scarlet!
I'm at my limit.
I'll be your opponent.
I admit our future is at stake.
Ada. What?
Steady as gold! It's me you want!
I'm feeling full of beans. No!
We need
I
you,
lost the
okay?
enemy's attention. No!
How did this happen?
Glimmer! Settle down!
There goes the enemy.
We still have need of you. I'm good. Thanks.
That's not gonna work.
You're on a roll, Nikon.
Ready for the big one!
Pick a good moment for us. Revolt! Uppercut! Break! Cut! Mighty sorry. I'm just gonna...
I'll try to get to you, okay?
Heavy roll!
Don't give up on me now, Matthew.
sorry to keep putting you out.
Infinity
I'm quite
Flare!
comfortable.
No! I lost the enemy's attention.
Double spinning it!
Very thoughtful of you.
Stop there! I'll be your opponent.
Thanks for that.
Sweet going!
Gotcha!
I lost the enemy's attention. Mighty strike!
Gotta lie down for it.
I never wanted this.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were better than that, Shulk.
Nothing gets the job done like a bit of practice. Ow, my face!
Right on the book.
Looking good, Rex. My turn.
Okay. Let's send them packing.
Levian Anthem! Ready when you
We
are.
won, everyone.
How are we still in one piece?
Wait, what the?
Finally, an enemy worth my time.
Perambulator Morin.
Yoo-hoo!
Okay, well.
They're really flocking to us.
Great! Gotta find a way to turn it around.
I appreciate it.
Stop there! I'll be your opponent. Sorry. I'm just gonna...
I told you to stay in line, Matthew.
Where are ya?
I'm quite comfortable at this.
Thanks for that. Not enough for ya! Heavy rush! One stop for that! Double spinning it!
Thanks for the support. Great going!
I'm quite comfortable at healing duty.
Thanks for that.
Let's roll with the punches. You're in the groove, Matthew.
Double spinning it! Heavy rush!
That's right. Eyes on me.
Nico, attaboy. Aye, here we go. You ready or what?
Ready whenever.
Where are ya?
Time to pull our power.
Okay, I'm good to go.
The two of us are gonna nail it.
That's a big help. Mighty
I'm quite
strike.
comfortable at healing duty.
Nice support.
Great going!
Gigantic speed.
Here I go.
Give him a chase!
Let's one.
I'm feeling full of beef. These fists got bite.
Good going!
Gotcha.
Yo.
With you on your command.
Double spinning it!
Ease up a little.
No one can stop us! Gotta go with your gut, eh?
Here's what I would do.
Come on, you know you wanna. Now we're cooked.
Good way to start a party.
Rick, in that case, I've been waiting for this. Another one! Get a load of that!
How do you think this would go?
How do we play this? How do we play this?
Let's give it a try.
I fought the
Almost.
Let's keep going!
Not the pressure.
What about something like this?
Whose plan do we choose? I'll rise to the occasion.
Me first!
The fun's not done yet. They can't have long to go now.
Blitz punch!
Uppercut! Oh no! I lost the enemy's attention. Breach!
Ready and go!
I'll be your opponent. Nice. Thanks for both. I lost the enemy's attention.
It's me you want!
Nice. Thanks for both. Not too shabby, eh?
Light!
Another
Great bullet! Attack's going well, huh?
Your fighting spirit burns bright.
Time to keep up!
Two of us are gonna nail this.
Illusory bloom!
Great! Double spinning it!
Burning ballad!
Lightning strike!
Light!
Gigantic! Speed on the bridge! Heavy rush! Lord! Split edge! Infinity blade! Now you're getting me!
Speed the moment!
Here comes the ace up my sleeve! Break! Double spinning it! Raging force!
Oh, it's very little.
Control! Raging Heavy rush! Uppercut! They're not happy. Break! Gotcha! Up with you! Blitz! Thanks for that.
Whirlwind!
Illusory bloom!
Off you!
Great bullet!
Here we go. You ready or what? I hear you. Don't look away. Gotcha. Break. We're doing it. We could go with this.
I was mulling this one over.
We could go with this. Do as I do. Good way to start a party. Hey, in that case. I've been waiting for this. I've got just the follow-up. See how you like this? Let me offer some wisdom. Could we try this one out? Let me offer some wisdom. Could we try this one out? Could we try this one out? You can trust me on this. Good way to start a fight. Let's keep it going. Down you go. Gotta go with your gut, eh? Leave it to us. Leave it to us. Thank you. We'll keep the walk full. On first up, yeah?
We're doing like a single three.
Now you're getting me.
There we go.
Finally! Combo time!
My turn!
Let's send them packing! to go now! Trouble spinning it! Destruction! Go for the same enemy! Great! Blitz punch! Think of who you survive! Heavy rush! This one's gonna hurt! Double spinning it! Deadly infinity! Mighty strike! Double spinning it! Think of who you survive! No! This is it for me! Tickle! They can't be too little! Multiple strengths! Don't you dare look away from me! Great time! Mighty strike! As good as they're getting. You all right there? Heavy rush! Everyone, I'm sorry. Oh, crap. Sorry.
Crap.
I'm just gonna...
Dang it.
Those.
Dang it.
It's too soon to give up altogether.
All right, give me your best shot.
Now, what's their plan of attack? First strike to me. Looking good, Rat. It's me you want.
That's a big help. Come on, is that all you got?
Victory came easily.
Way ahead of you.
Good, Matthew.
It's me you want.
I'm feeling full of beans.
I'll be your opponent. Nice. Thanks, the boss. I lost the enemy's attention. It's me you want.
I'm grateful.
Mighty strike!
Light and hurry up.
Thanks for that.
Pretty much a perfect win.
This was basically what I predicted.
I'm going in. You lot watch my back.
Sure, I can do that.
Battering through.
It's me you want.
I'm feeling full of beans.
There goes the enemy. Double spinning it. The flow of battle. Stop that. That'll be your opponent. He's the king.
I could have done that one-handed.
Well, I literally did that one-handed.
There goes our chance to slip by.
More enemies. Oh, just leave us alone.
Burn more rubberneckers.
Oh, frick.
We have formidable company.
Pick on someone your own size.
That's a big help. Anchor shot.
How did this happen?
Now you've got to make me mad.
Blitz punch.
Mighty strike.
The enemy attention. I'll be your opponent. Blitz punch.
Revolt uppercut. These fists got back.
There goes the enemy. Funny. Can't seem to use my leg. Pick off. This is a bit much.
Wait, Scarlet!
All good. I can still fight.
Mighty strike.
I know they're strangers, but it
Hey,
feels
did it.
wrong.
Voice, did it.
Hut! 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 Hut!
actually a flag.
Agnes are active here too? Huh. Nice going, smartass.
Affinity growth unlocked yet. Nice. So we can just grab that.
Well, still some room to improve at least.
Glimmers. And nope.
I learned a skill. Nice going, smartass.
It's got into morning.
Well, we could fight our way through, or we could try and take a more smarter approach. Oh wait, there's a quest over here. Hi. Ah, Schultzer. You're Kaylee, right? Miss Berkler, I'll honor that you remember me. Relax, no need to go so stiff. What are you doing out here? Well... Oh, Hobby's not with you. You two are already so close. Yes, it's been happening. Sure. Well, of course I go to Hobby about 2 days ago. Don't know where he's gone. Just what's happening. He's leading a search party right now, and we've checked the places so far, but there's no sight of him. That doesn't sound good. Add us to the search party then, would you? Oh, thanks so much, sir. And then, could I ask you to come? I'll have the other members search someplace else. So anyway, who's this Hobby guy? Hobby is the soldier I was with in the Woodlands. He said Hobby I've been behind the research riders from Schultz and Pan. Noted. Then we better get a move on and see where this guy's got to, eh? Do you have any leads where to follow? Two of us came to the Sense Omnia region. He's not too well. So there aren't all that many places where we know how to reach. I understand. I'll let you take the lead and see where that takes us. Right then. Let's head towards Zelmar Falls. Our destination line. Where is that guy?
I hope there's enough time for prep.
Is that over there? In the back.
How shall I go about improving this?
Man, Rex, you're...
This'll be a good one.
I like it.
This'll be a good one.
I like it.
This'll be a good one.
I like it.
This'll be a good one.
I like it. Looks decent enough.
Let's take it for a spin.
Finished.
Let's take it for a spin. This'll be a good one.
I like it. Looks decent enough.
That'll do for now, I suppose.
Saved. In the clear.
All gadgets accounted for.
What is that over there? Like, oh, like, the part of Valak Mountain, or wait a minute, or is that part of Tantal? I mean, but what's up there? It's like, that looks like Prison Island. World. I mean, and there's the Agnes Castle way over there. Definitely is a different, like, it's a very different area compared to what we do.
Tend to your personal needs, everyone.
Seems worth a wash.
Saved. In the clear.
Okay.
All right, let's hit the road.
Anyway, I'm getting a bit tired, and yeah. Whew. Yeah.
Follow my lead. Front and center.
So far, there's a lot of things that I like. There's quite a lot that I still don't know, but I have a few guesses as to what everything is. Like I'm thinking that it's possible that like one theory that I'm getting is that I think that because the appearances are very the appearance of Nickel and Glimmer are very they had to be done on purpose and there's it's got to be more to than just looking the same could they actually what I'm thinking is I'm starting to think that maybe Nickel is Nickel was Shulk's son and Glimmer was Matthew's daughter, but before the worlds collided and turned into Ionios and before the whole war thing, the endless war thing happened, and thus the cycle of rebirth and all that change up my
Nicole, let's do our best together.
Glimmer, looking forward to it.
I've got big hopes for you, Rex.
Yep. Sure, I guess let's do.
Matthew, you can do it, mate.
I've got big hopes for you, Rex.
Glimmer, looking forward to
Nicole, let's do our best together.
Okay, it's all backed up.
Alright then.
Okay, it's all backed up.
All backed up. Alright then. But yeah, I am very curious. I am just so, my brain is getting like it's not like Torna at all, where we know exactly what's going to happen, because we have no idea what the story is even going on. Really, there's just so many questions I have. And so many things the characters know, but aren't telling the audience quite yet. I mean, but yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for stopping by. Let's see, what are we gonna rank? Okay, so, I think it was in strengthenment. Like in strengthenment complete.